Imagine a world vastly different from our own, a world where the landscapes were largely untouched by modern development and nature reigned supreme. A world where the Roman Empire stands as the dominant superpower, its influence stretching far and wide. This was the reality of AD 7, a time of great historical significance. From the British Isles to North Africa, from Spain to Syria, the Roman Empire's reach was vast and formidable. Roman influence shaped the lives of millions, dictating the cultural and social norms of the time. This vast empire, ruled from the city of Rome, was a marvel of ancient engineering and governance. It was a melting pot of cultures and languages where diverse peoples came together in bustling markets and forums. The year AD 7 marked a pivotal moment in the reign of Caesar Augustus, the first Roman emperor whose leadership was transformative. Augustus, having secured his power after years of civil war, was now focused on consolidating his rule and bringing stability to the empire. He was transforming Rome from a republic into an empire, a monumental shift that would have lasting impacts. His reign was an era of relative peace and prosperity, known as the Pax Romana, which allowed for cultural and economic growth. Beyond the frontiers of Rome, other great powers existed, each with their own rich histories and cultures. In the east, the Parthian Empire, centered in modern-day Iran, was a formidable rival to Rome, especially in controlling the lucrative trade routes. These trade routes, including the famous Silk Road, were vital for the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Further east still, the Han dynasty ruled over a vast and sophisticated empire in China, known for its advancements in technology and culture. The year AD 7 was a time of both continuity and change, as old traditions persisted and new ideas began to emerge. The old world was giving way to the new, as empires rose and fell, each leaving its mark on history. As empires rose and fell, the world was in a constant state of flux, with power dynamics shifting regularly. And new ideas began to take root, laying the foundations for future advancements in philosophy, science, and technology. This is the story of that year, a snapshot of a world on the brink of transformation. At the heart of the Roman Empire lay the city of Rome itself, a city that stood as a testament to the empire's grandeur and ambition. A bustling metropolis of over 1 million people, it was a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and commerce. Rome was a city of grandeur and squalor, where the opulence of the elite contrasted starkly with the poverty of the masses. It was a place of magnificent palaces and crowded slums, a microcosm of the empire's vast disparities. The Forum, the heart of the city, buzzed with political life, where decisions that shaped the world were made. Meanwhile, the Colosseum echoed with the roar of gladiatorial combat, a symbol of Roman entertainment and brutality. The Roman Empire was a complex and sophisticated entity, stretching from the windswept coasts of Britannia to the sun-baked sands of Egypt. Its legions, renowned for their discipline and effectiveness, maintained order across its vast territories, ensuring the emperor's will was enforced. Roman law, a model of legal thought, provided a framework for justice, influencing legal systems for centuries to come. While Roman engineering, exemplified by its roads, aqueducts, and public buildings, transformed the landscape and connected the empire, Augustus, aging but still a shrewd politician, continued to consolidate his power, understanding the delicate balance required to maintain control. He understood that the success of the empire depended on maintaining the loyalty of its diverse peoples, from the Gauls to the Egyptians. He embarked on ambitious building projects, promoted Roman culture, and cultivated the image of a wise and benevolent ruler, a father to his people. This was the Roman Empire at its zenith, a beacon of civilization in a world still shrouded in shadow, a testament to human achievement. Yet, beneath the surface of peace and prosperity, tensions were brewing, as the vast empire struggled to maintain its cohesion. And the seeds of future turmoil were being sown, hinting at the challenges that lay ahead for this mighty civilization. While Rome dominated the West, the East too had its share of power struggles and intrigues. The vast lands of the East were not immune to the tides of conflict and ambition that swept across the ancient world. The Parthian Empire, locked in a perpetual struggle with Rome for control of Armenia, remained a formidable adversary. This ongoing conflict was a testament to the resilience and strategic importance of the Parthian state. The Parthians were renowned for their cavalry, particularly their heavily armored cataphracts and their skilled horse archers. These units were the backbone of Parthian military might, feared and respected by their enemies. Their military prowess posed a constant challenge to Roman ambitions in the east. The Parthian tactics and strategies often outmaneuvered the Roman legions, creating a stalemate that lasted for centuries. In AD 7, the Parthian king, Vonones, faced internal strife, a reminder that even powerful empires were vulnerable to instability. This internal discord often weakened their external defenses, making them susceptible to external threats. Further east, the Han dynasty under Emperor Ying grappled with its own challenges. The Han court was a center of political maneuvering and intrigue, reflecting the complexities of governing such a vast empire. Natural disasters, including floods and famines, tested the resilience of the Han state. These calamities often led to social unrest and rebellion, challenging the authority of the Han rulers. Yet, the Han dynasty remained a beacon of learning and culture, renowned for its silk, its porcelain, and its Confucian philosophy. The intellectual and cultural achievements of the Han period left a lasting legacy on Chinese civilization. The events in the East, though seemingly distant, had repercussions that rippled across the known world. The interconnectedness of ancient societies meant that changes in one region could have far-reaching impacts. The rivalry between Rome and Parthia, for instance, impacted trade routes, influencing the flow of goods and ideas between East and West. This exchange was crucial in shaping the cultural and economic landscapes of both regions. The year AD 7 was not without its share of omens and upheavals, events that sent ripples of anxiety through the Roman world. Natural disasters, often interpreted as signs of divine displeasure, shook the empire. A great fire ravaged Rome, destroying temples and homes and leaving thousands homeless. In the province of Gaul, now modern-day France, a revolt broke out against Roman rule, led by the chieftain Julius Sacrovir. Though ultimately crushed, the revolt highlighted the simmering resentment against Roman authority in some quarters. These events, though seemingly disparate, contributed to a sense of unease. The established order, it seemed, was not as secure as it appeared. The whispers of change were in the air, hints of the tumultuous centuries that lay ahead for the Roman Empire. Section 5. Life in the Roman provinces. Life for the average person in the Roman Empire varied greatly, depending on social standing and location. For the wealthy elite, life could be a life of luxury, of banquets, games, and intellectual pursuits. Villas adorned with frescoes and mosaics provided a respite from the hustle and bustle of city life. For the common people, life was much harsher. Farmers toiled on the land, artisans plied their trades, and merchants hawked their wares. Slavery, a brutal reality of the Roman world, provided the labor for many of the empire's industries. In the provinces, Roman rule brought with it a measure of peace and prosperity. Roman roads facilitated trade, Roman law provided a framework for justice, and Roman culture, with its emphasis on public baths, theatres, and gladiatorial games, gradually permeated provincial life. Section 6. Cultural currents, art, religion, and ideas. The Roman Empire was a melting pot of cultures, a tapestry woven from the threads of diverse traditions and beliefs. Roman art and architecture, influenced by Greek models, celebrated the empire's power and majesty. Literature flourished, with poets like Ovid and historians like Livy chronicling the deeds of gods and men. Roman religion, a blend of indigenous beliefs and borrowed deities, played an integral role in daily life, with temples dotting the urban landscape and rituals marking important occasions. Philosophical ideas, particularly Stoicism with its emphasis on virtue, reason, and acceptance of fate, found fertile ground in the Roman mind. The exchange of ideas, facilitated by the Pax Romana and the ease of travel within the empire, contributed to a vibrant intellectual climate. Section 7. The weight of empire revolts and Roman responses. The Pax Romana, for all its benefits, did not bring peace to all corners of the empire. In AD 7, the simmering resentment against Roman rule boiled over in the province of Pannonia in the Balkans. The Pannonian revolt sparked by high taxes and the brutal treatment of local populations, posed a serious challenge to Roman authority. It took 3 legions, led by the skilled General Tiberius, years to quell the uprising. The Pannonian Revolt highlighted the challenges of maintaining a vast and diverse empire. It served as a stark reminder that Roman power, though formidable, was not absolute. Rebellions, a constant threat, served as a pressure valve, exposing the fault lines within the empire. Section 8, a year in the life of AD 7, a tapestry of time. The year AD 7, like any other, was a tapestry woven from countless individual threads. For the Roman senator, it was a year of political maneuvering in the Forum. For the legionary stationed on the distant frontier, it was a year of harsh conditions and the constant threat of attack. For the farmer in Gaul, it was a year of sowing and harvesting, of hoping for a bountiful crop. For the slave in a Roman villa, it was a year of toil and drudgery, with little hope of respite. The events of AD 7, though seemingly distant, resonate with us even today. They remind us that the past is not a foreign country, but a land we ourselves inhabit, albeit in different guises. They challenge us to look beyond the grand narratives of history and to see the human stories that lie at its heart. Section 9. Echoes of the past, the legacy of AD 7. The year AD 7 may seem like a distant echo in the grand scheme of history, yet its legacy continues to shape our world. The Roman Empire, for all its flaws, left an enduring mark on Western civilization. Roman law, language, and literature continue to influence our legal systems, our languages, and our cultural sensibilities. The ruins of Roman cities, aqueducts, and roads stand as testaments to the ingenuity and ambition of this ancient civilization. The story of AD 7 reminds us that history is not merely a collection of dates and battles, but a tapestry woven from the lives of ordinary people, their dreams, their struggles, and their triumphs. It is a story that continues to unfold, with each generation adding its own unique thread to the grand fabric of time.